everybody, greetings and happy Thursday. It is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seavey. Happy Thursday, everybody. And today is Thursday, so naturally it's part of our creative writing class, which we like to call Picture This. And Picture This is when I show you guys an image or a photograph and you have to write something about it. You have to write either a poem. Well, I always want you to write a chorus because this is a songwriting exercise. So preferably, I would love to see you guys write a chorus. But if you don't want to go that distance and just want to write a little poem based on the image that I give you, that is totally fine. I tell you guys this all the time. There's no wrong way to do this. Why do we do it? Well, I explain this every week too, but I feel it needs re-explaining. Number one, we do it because, A, it's a hell of a creative exercise. It forces you to be creative even when you're not feeling so creative. I know that, like, movies can really inspire me. A smell can inspire me. I can wake up and smell like someone, like I can smell a Christmas tree, right? You know that smell, like when you wake up and it's near the holidays, or it's even not near the holidays, and you wake up and you smell like a pine tree. Automatically you think of a Christmas tree. And then all these little visions of Christmas pop into your head. This is sort of like that. It's sort of like forcing you into a mindset where you go into your imagination. Music can do that to me. Smells do that to me, definitely. If I smell like, a lot of things, it can remind me of like a time in my life, whatever. I smell a fireplace. If someone's lighting a fire and one of my neighbors, I can smell their fireplace going. It really makes me, it can make me think about things that have happened before. Little crazy things like that. But we do this because, like I say this all the time, when I owned my own studio, I used to have to be creative. Like maybe that day I was lazy or I had other things on my mind and I wasn't thinking about writing music. But somebody's coming over at 4 o'clock and they're going to write with me till 8:30 tonight. So guess what? I got no choice. I have to be creative. I have to get into my creative zone in my head. Now, a lot of times I tell you guys, when you work on these things, these exercises, I really think it's important that you guys go into a room by yourself, shut the door, really study that picture or whatever the assignment is, depending upon whatever day it is. And I want you to really, don't be in a rush. Don't have other things going on. Set a night aside that you want to really tackle these things. Look at that image. Look at that picture. And then get a piece of paper and a pen, okay? And then I want you to write down a little list of all the things that picture has in it. Then from that, I want you to start writing things down that what that picture makes you think about. And then write a little like 4 things or 3 things. It doesn't even have to be that many. 3 things. Write down 3 things that the picture makes you think about, right? What your mood is when you look at it. Is it somber? Is it happy? Is it angry? Does it make you feel reflective? All these, write those things down. And then if you had to write a little description of the picture, like when you watch a movie and you look and you hit your info button on your remote, it gives you a little paragraph about what the movie's about. That's what I want you to do. Write a little paragraph or write a few lines about what that image says to you. What if you had to describe the image, literally describe the image in writing, what would you say? And then look at all of those points that you wrote down, all the highlights of that. And try to come up with a story based on what you're looking at. You don't have to have this whole concept. It's baby steps, little baby steps that turn into things, right? So this is just a really great creative outlet, and it gets you in touch with your, really get you in touch with your ability to connect and focus. Focus is the right word. That's the magic word. And there shouldn't be a time limit. Just look at it, reflect, think about it, daydream. Have a little mini daydream. Go get lost in your own imagination and then write down what you see, okay? And then try to poetify it. You know what I mean? Make it rhyme like a poem or a song, like a chorus. And the reason I do it is because I'm always trying to come up with a chorus, right? Choruses are the hardest part of a song to write. They're, to me, the hardest. So once you have that, mental picture, and then you can describe what you're looking at and then choose the right words, and then only then start worrying about how to make it rhyme, how to, don't worry about that in the beginning. Just, this whole thing is just an exercise to be creative and for you to really focus and meditate. That's the word I was really looking for, was to meditate. I want you to go in your mind and meditate and really, when I say meditate, I mean to go in here in your mind and not be sitting here anymore in the physical realm, to go somewhere up here that you don't even realize where you are in the moments, okay? So anyway, I'm going to turn my camera around right now to show you the image that I picked that we're going to write about. And you're going to write about it. I already wrote something to it, and I'm going to show you what I wrote. But first, I'm going to turn my camera around. I'm going to show you the image. All right, so you saw it, right? It's a picture of a window, and right below the window is a bed. But you're looking outside, it's starting to turn a little dark, and it might be gray already because it looks like it was raining. And, it looks like, what it said to me, the photograph was like the bed wasn't made, it was all ruffled, there's blankets strewn all over the place. And then right next to the pillow and the strewn blankets is outside. And you can't really make out what everything is, but you can see the rain, and it's gray, and it looks kind of cold out, or just wet or damp out, And so, that's enough to get me to just poof. I hit the ground running. I already start thinking of stuff. Like if I just sit down and really study that photograph, and again, meditate, I'm transported to that place from that photograph. I'm really there. I'm really there. My imagination can be so vivid that I'm really laying on that bed and looking out that window. And then you're creating this whole universe based on a photograph, right? And there's no wrong way to do this. You're the king of the universe, of this universe. This picture, you're the king. You're the president. You're the controller of this universe. You're the God in this universe. There you go. Okay? So there's no wrong way to do anything. You control it. Okay? So I'm going to tell you what I wrote. Okay? So I looked at it, and the first thing I thought was, well, it looks cold outside. It looks cold. Okay? So the first line I wrote was, it's a cold, cold evening. And then I wrote, but it's warm in your bed. So obviously, it's not my bed, it's someone else's bed. But I've been spending time in it with this person. So obviously, there you go. I'm painting a scenario that I'm in a relationship, or I have some sort of relationship with this person that I'm speaking about. So it's a cold, cold evening, but it's warm in your bed. Still playing all your games, mess around with my head. You got me lying in your arms, but it's harder to breathe. 'Cause you're all that I want, but you're not what I need. So again, I let my imagination just go out there, way out there in the stratosphere. So I daydreamed all these things. Like it was like a little movie plan. And I saw like that photograph. Pretend that photograph is a movie on pause. Here's a great way to describe it. You pause the movie for a second, okay? Now unpause it and unpause it up here and play that movie up here. And what's going to happen? Make something happen, right? So I envisioned that it was warm in this place, but yet not safe, right? Even though it's warm, it's cold outside, you'd think that because the elements are out there, that I'm safe and warm in here, but I'm really not, okay? And that's creating tension as well to the story, right? It's a cold, cold evening, but it's warm in your bed. Still playing all your games, messing around with my head. You got me lying in your arms, but it's harder to breathe. 'Cause you're all that I want, but you're not what I need. So that is the chorus that I made up. And, you know, a chorus should tell a story. I think this tells a story. But the picture is what launched this story. Without that picture, I don't think I would have wrote that. So the picture woke up my imagination. It just jump-started my imagination and my creativity to write that. All right, guys. Well, that is all the time we have tonight. That is our creative writing. Picture this. I can't wait to see what you guys wrote for that picture. I want to see what you wrote to the picture. Please, please write something to the picture. Even if it's a poem, it doesn't have to be a finished song or even a full chorus. Just give me a couple lines that rhyme based on that, okay? All right, guys, I love you. I miss you all. Be safe, be careful. And then until tomorrow, we're going to write a melody for this bad girl tomorrow. All right, guys, that's all the time we got. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.